Good morning, everybody, from Vilca, Bamba, Ecuador. I've got a video topic here for you guys, something I've talked about before, which is a way to relieve constipation. So I discussed eating dragon fruits. That's gonna do it 100%, okay? And I actually found out what it is about dragon fruits that relieves constipation. And not just relieves constipation, but cleans out the bowels. You could be doing a fast and you can break it with the dragon fruit to push some of the waste out of your colon, okay? Which is a form of constipation, okay? So, dragon fruits, the seeds themselves, there's those black seeds in the dragon fruit. They release an oil that's a laxative. It's got laxative effects. Back in the days, in the old days, in my early 20s, I used to take these pills, these laxative pills. Now, at the times, my diet was absolute junk, and I didn't know that it was absolute junk. I just ate it. Okay, this was the university days, the early 20s. I ate whatever I grew up eating: cereal with milk and rice, with like seasonings on it and salt, and chocolate. It was just a junk diet. Okay, so I was always constipated. And what I had done in my late teens, early 20s, is I would take these laxative pills that my dad gave me. My dad is an MD, he's a doctor, so his solution to everything is take a pill. And I didn't know any better at the time, so I would take these pills, and it was like an assault on my digestive system. But at the end of the days, it got the job done, and it moved through the things. And I was actually growing dependent on it because I was constipated all the time, and I didn't know why I was constipated. So these little seeds inside the dragon fruit, they have a laxative compound in it. I don't know what the compound is, and then it helps flush your colon and it helps relieve constipation, but in a obviously much more gentle, sustainable, less harmful way than a laxative pill. Those laxative pills I would take, man, it would keep me going in and out of the toilet like all day long. I would go, it was like diarrhea. I would go like 15, 16 times a day, no problem. One time I counted it was 16 times. Once an hour, okay? The dragon fruit's not gonna do that for you. Although it might make you go a couple of times, maybe 2, 3 times, but it's not gonna do that for you. So, now, I talked about aged urine as a powerful colon cleanser. Now, another tool that we have in our toolbox, and this is what I wanna talk about in this video, is good old fresh urine. Okay, this is fresh urine, it's not aged urine. The thing with fresh urine is in my experience, you've got to drink a lot of it for it to make a difference, to feel this flushing effect. So if you're literally drinking your urine all day, just looping it, okay? Drink. As soon as it comes out, piss it in a cup, a bottle, whatever, drink it. If you're doing that all day, you're going to feel the laxative and cleansing effects as well. Okay? So with aged, you don't have to have much of it, but I know for some people, aged is too potent, stinks way too terribly, and it tastes way too terribly for some people. Not for me, not the taste. The smell, I agree, but the taste, I kind of got used to it now. So use fresh urine, just loop it all day. Okay? From my experience, I found that 1 cup is not gonna do all that much to relieve the constipation or to cleanse the colon. But if you loop it, right? If you loop it, you're gonna at least have, this is about 1 liter here. Okay, you're gonna have, if you're looping all day, you're gonna have 2, 3 liters even. And you're definitely going to feel the effects. You're gonna be sitting around doing nothing, and suddenly you're like, oh, I gotta go. You're gonna, I gotta go to the toilet. And that's the urine effect, okay? So there you go. That's another way to relieve constipation, another drink you can have. It's got the stem cells. Urine's got stem cells in it. If you're familiar with stem cell therapy, basically you get these stem cells, they're blank. They're sort of like a blank slate, and they can take on the form of any cell in your body. So if there's a particular cell that needs to heal, that stem cell, which is just a blank cell, will take on that particular cell and it will grow as that cell. Okay, so guess what? You can get stem cell therapy by drinking your own piss. All right, so don't hesitate to drink the piss, folks. All right, it's got minerals. The best way I can describe it. So I used to drink a lot of coconuts back in the Kopangan days, right, on the island. And if I drank enough, it would also have that laxative, constipation relieving or cleansing of the bowels effect. Why is that? It's got to do with the electrolytes, something to do with magnesium particularly, I believe, but something to do with the minerals in the coconut water. And guess what? It's the same thing with urine. It's got electrolytes, it's got particularly magnesium. I know that, man, I used to suffer seriously with constipation because of a terrible diet, a constipating diet. And that was a persistent chronic problem for me for years. So I know about this stuff just because I looked into it a lot. I think you could take something magnesium. I bought all kinds of things to relieve constipation back in the days from the shelf. And I think one of the things that I used was magnesium something. So when you drink coconut water, it's got the electrolytes, particularly magnesium. They help with stimulating bowel movements. Same thing in the urine, okay? And I found that if I drink enough coconut water, okay, maybe 1 cup is not gonna do that. It doesn't have that effect. Maybe for some it does, not for me. And the same thing with fresh urine, okay? It's same thing. You gotta drink enough of it, so loop it all day, and then those electrolytes, the magnesium particularly, will help stimulate bowel movements, and that will either clean you or relieve constipation, depending on if you're on some kind of a fast, a liquid fast, a water fast. You're not gonna get constipated in that classical way of eating, but you're gonna have some things. You're gonna feel some things are stuck in here, and if you want to relieve them, that's old waste that's waiting to be released. Coconut water, urine, okay, drink enough of it, or aged urine. You don't need too much of aged urine, okay? Aged urine is really potent, all right? So there you go. These are really cleansing, like the toolbox, right? Dragon fruits, aged urine, fresh urine, coconut water, right? It's all in nature, or it's all in you, your nature. The answer is there, all right? And don't eat a constipating diet, and then you won't need to relieve constipation, and you eliminate the problem altogether. But even if you just got on a diet that isn't constipating, still you have some old stuff. So you use these tools to help you. Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you, patrons. Thank you to the people who donate. The one-time donations on PayPal, I appreciate it. I do consultations 1-on-1. Link is in the description. I love you guys, and until next time, may the force be with you.